Well, the other thing that happens at the time, I will finish this.
No, you're fine.
Oh, I'm fine. The other thing that happens with, at the time of death is your family has to think about inheritance tax. And what with all this financial difficulty that we've been having, it occurred to me that it might be a really good idea to increase inheritance tax to 100% immediately. And then when these people who have got far too much money anyway pop their clogs, then we'll all be able to afford to take a holiday in the Bahamas. That's the idea. At 4 o'clock this morning, I was squirming in my bed, trying to work out how to pay the bills and keep my family fed. Since the bankers dropped us into penury and ruin, and the government's trying to make us think that they know what they're doing. As the wind blew and the rain fell, I had a brainstorm, a little vision of reform. I worked out how to fill that financial black hole without doing harm to a single living soul. Tax the dead. When they lived, they took the Michael, tax the dead. Now their wealth can be recycled, tax the dead. Live the living tax-free, but tax the dead. Pay the undertaker's fee and tax the dead. It's the revolution, listen to me darling, without the use of guillotines, without creating Stalin. It's the big society way to redistribute wealth. You can do it by storm, or you can do it by stealth. It's the only way to finance the national health. Now I'm not the first to say this, I'm the 112th. The dead need no tax breaks, and further please note all you sad politicians, if people don't vote, tax the dead. And you know they won't miss it, tax the dead. Well, it's perfectly licit, tax the dead. They can feel no more pain, tax the dead. And they'll never complain, tax the dead. The children of the rich might complain that they've been robbed, but in the end they'll probably shut up and get a job. And for the first time, they'll have the satisfaction of knowing their achievements derive from their own actions. You'll be glad when you climb out of the ditches. You've been saved from the curse of inherited riches, from self-loathing, drug abuse and penile dysfunction. Think about that before you try to take out an injunction. Tax the dead. Well, they're looking for closure, tax the dead. Since they've flown into the azure, tax the dead. And we finally found a cure, tax the dead. For primogeniture, tax the dead. Tax the dead. 100% tax the dead. That's what Jesus really meant, tax the dead. Anything less would be a sin, tax the dead. Get that money rolling in now, tax the dead.